Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to do a general collective reading. We're going to see what the message is today. Keep in mind it's general, okay? This could be past, present, future. You will know best how this fits in the story for you, okay? If it resonates at all. So let's get into it. Let's see, what is the message today for you guys? What do you guys need to know right now in the collective? What's going on right now? Let's see. The Four of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Cups. And the King of Wands. Okay, and then we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So we have Aries energy here. Okay, so this has something to do with someone moving out, somebody leaving home, somebody losing a home. Somebody not being home, okay, losing stability, losing something that has been worked on, okay. The Nine of Cups, this speaks of happiness, contentment, desires. Okay, let's see what's going on here with this King of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands in reverse here? The Queen of Wands, strength. Okay, so we have Leo energy here as well. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. So something is being seen clearly here. I mean, Queen of Wands and strength, this could also just speak of your strength, okay? Your presence, the way that you're coming across, confidence. A leader, okay. Let's see, why is the Nine of Cups here? Oops. The Tower, the Moon, and the Three of Wands. So something that you might have done in secret, or something that someone here did in secret, some sort of a plan looking towards the future. This is a Tower moment. This is a shocking moment. Why is the King of Wands here? The Three of Swords. Someone is heartbroken here about some sort of money, some sort of financial stability, a lot of money, okay, some sort of wealth, independence. The Seven of Swords. And someone lying about something, okay? I mean, the Seven of Swords is underneath the King of Wands, so I don't know if this is the person that's been lying about some sort of money here. They've been lying about maybe how much money they have, or the fact that they are financially stable or well off. Okay. Let's see. Tell me more about this Four of Wands reverse, please. What is that? The Queen of Swords. And the Page of Swords. This has to do with some sort of information, someone gathering information. Someone is not home, or someone is losing a home, or imprisonment. This has to do with imprisonment. What do you mean imprisonment? A privileged lady. Somebody trying to imprison a privileged lady? Or a privileged lady is being imprisoned? Hold on. Tell me more about this, please. The Five of... This has something to do with someone feeling extremely burdened by poverty. Somebody going through immense financial struggle. Somebody feeling like the poverty is can't even talk. Excruciating weight on someone. A burden on someone. It's too much to take. Somebody doesn't know how to get through it. Okay. Why is that significant here? Because of a Page of Pentacles. Because of some sort of an investment, employment, a new business opportunity. Okay, what is that? An official person. This has something to do with an official person. Imprisonment. An official person. Okay, what are we missing here? Why is official person here? The emperor. This has to do with an emperor. So this emperor could be the official person. This has to do with someone wanting to hold on to something that feels safe, something that feels secure. Somebody holding on to their money, okay? Maybe someone holding on to their stability in some sort of sense. The sun in reverse and someone feeling depressed or the truth not coming out. What is the sun in reverse? The emperor, the king of cups. Who's the king of cups? I feel like the emperor is the official person. Who's the king of cups? This has to do with someone's occupation. Okay, so this could be about your job. This could be about your occupation and some sort of a struggle that you're going through or that you went through about when it comes to poverty, or feeling like you're going through a very hard time financially, like everything is too much to take when it comes to money. This could have something to do with starting a business, Page of Pentacles, or some sort of employment, investing into something. Okay, and this somehow has to do with an official person. Imprisonment of a privileged lady. Why is that here? Somebody couldn't see something clearly here about this business employment, about this business investment, about an employee, about a new business venture, about financial news. Somebody couldn't see something clearly here when it comes to this Page of Pentacles. What's the Page of Pentacles? A main female. Okay, who couldn't see something clearly here? Is it the officials or the Chariot and the Star? Cancer, Aquarius. Something about someone moving forward, going towards healing, going towards their destined path. Somebody going towards the spotlight. Somebody going towards inspiration, being a star. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, guys. Sorry, it might take a second, but okay, so what's this communication about the Four of Wands in reverse? Somebody moving out, or this has something to do with someone's job. Okay, career, job, your occupation, and some sort of communication about moving out, or maybe about not being able, maybe you went through a period of time where you didn't know how to pay your rent. Maybe you didn't know how to pay your rent during a specific time because of your occupation. Maybe at the time you were still a Page of Pentacles. So you were like at the beginning of your career, or it hadn't really taken off yet, or you were just kind of struggling to make ends meet. Okay, it wasn't enough to cover your bills. You were in a bad financial situation. Maybe you didn't know how to pay your bills because your occupation at the time was doing badly, or your occupation, it just wasn't enough. Something just wasn't enough. Maybe you were even getting assistance at the time, like government assistance. and it just wasn't enough or something. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a left ear ringing here. Okay, who's this Queen of Wands with strings? High honor and despair. High honor and despair. This definitely has something to do with the law or the authorities or something like that. And someone being in despair. Why is someone here in despair about the authorities? Or about someone being in high honor? Because someone's exposed. We have it again, the Chariot and the Star. Now something is being seen clearly here. Someone's going to have to take accountability. Somebody can't manipulate something. Somebody's lies are being exposed here. Again, Cancer, Aquarius energy here. Or somebody's determination to move forward, going towards their destined path. A Queen of Wands in reverse. Who is this now? Judication. This has to do with a judge. This has to do with some sort of judgment or the law again. So it's definitely a legal situation here. Somebody's in despair about a legal situation because they can't manipulate something any longer. Okay, what's going on in this legal case here? Something has backfired. Eight of Wands reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, and the Two of Pentacles reverse. So something can't be balanced out here. Something has been blocked. Somebody can't make a move. It's a missed opportunity. It's a backfire. Somebody cannot take action. They're being blocked from taking any kind of action. They can't balance something out. They can't keep something going. Man, it's making me want to get my crime cards. Okay, I haven't done one of those in a while, but I think I might get my cards here in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that here. Why is the Nine of Cups here? This has to do with a Page of Cups, someone feeling fulfilled, someone feeling happy, somebody knowing what makes them happy. The Four of Cups, rejection, someone rejecting something. What is this about? There's no balance. Something doesn't feel balanced. Something doesn't feel like a union. There's no union here. There's no balance in the situation. Somebody might want to be alone. Maybe you want to be alone. This has to do with someone liking someone. Or you could have rejected someone that liked you. Maybe that wanted to date you. You could have rejected someone here because you're perfectly happy by yourself. Or you went towards self-love. You went towards loving yourself here and you rejected someone else. Yeah, date. So somebody, okay, so you rejected someone's advances here because something just didn't feel balanced to you, or something maybe didn't feel balanced within you, or maybe you felt like it wasn't a good match, okay? So you rejected someone here in order to go towards feeling happy, feeling content, feeling good within yourself, going towards self-love. Okay, why is a Tower here? Imprisonment again. Why is imprisonment here? An official person at the bottom of the deck. Why is imprisonment here with the Tower? So someone could be going to jail. A King of Wands. A King of Wands is going through a Tower moment about imprisonment or about being trapped, being stuck. Some sort of a strategy isn't going to work now. Right ear ringing. Some sort of a strategy isn't going to work. Somebody didn't see this coming. Somebody is trapped. They're going to go to prison. I mean, it is a legal situation. Someone here is in despair about the authorities. What's the Moon? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Somebody is seeing something from a different perspective. A Page of Pentacles. What is this? Okay, yeah, I'm going to get my crime cards, definitely. Something wasn't clear here about some sort of money or an investment or an employment, some sort of financial news. Something here was a secret. Okay, what's the moon? A thief. This person is a thief. This person is a liar. So this King of Wands is a liar. Okay, so they're a thief. So this is someone that's been lying about their finances or lying about their financial stability. Oh, that's why this person is heartbroken. So what I'm kind of getting here is this person knows they're about to go to jail. That's what it could be. Maybe someone's worried that they're about to go to jail because confirmation. How does that tie in, though, with everything else? Okay. Because they were planning something. 3 of Wands. They were thinking about something. There was a plan here. So whoever this is, their whole plan, I feel like this is the realization that their plan isn't working and they could actually go to jail for something here. Tell me about this King of Wands, please. 10 of Swords. It's this person's painful ending that's coming. Oh, no. Oh, no. The 4 of Wands. When it comes to a home, a betrayal at a home, a betrayal because of a home. And interesting because we have the 4 of Wands in reverse right here. So somebody is not home. Somebody's losing the home. A betrayal tied to a property. What is that? Why is this betrayal here with a property, with a home? The Devil. And the Knight of Wands. This has to do with lust, anger, jealousy, obsession, control. Someone being very forceful, being very angry, forceful, controlling. Okay. And somebody here is not the one. About someone not being the one. Yeah, the truth is coming out now about a soulmate connection. The truth is coming. So you want to know what I think this is, okay? Is that the setup is failing, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So there was a setup. This person was planning this for a long time. It was all very intricate, okay? It seems like a pretty big mousetrap here of lies. And whoever this person is now realizing that everything is coming to light, okay? Everything is coming out. Their plan didn't work. This isn't what they thought would happen. They're going through a tower moment here. It's very shocking to them that their plan isn't going to work. This King of Wands is realizing their plan is not going to work. It's not going to work. All that's going to happen is they're going to prison. They've been planning this for a very long time here. And now this person is heartbroken. They've been trying to get away with some sort of money. Or they've been lying about money. They've been, they've been lying about an occupation. So I don't know if this is your occupation that they've been lying about, or they've been lying about their own occupation, okay? One or the other. And if this goes to court, it's a coffin. It's an ending for them, okay? Why is occupation here? Whose occupation? The High Priestess in reverse. A King of Cups in reverse. So we have a King of Cups in reverse here that did not listen to their intuition about something. This is someone that's not intuitive. They're not caring. They're not nice. They're not empathetic. They're very obsessive, jealous, heartless, okay? And this has to do with, so I feel like King of Wands and King of Cups in reverse are working together here. The Knight of Cups, to say something about some sort of romance or some sort of proposal or someone. No, they're lying about the money. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. King of Wands and King of Cups in reverse work together to create some sort of a lie about money, about someone giving money to someone, about somebody paying money to someone. And this is going to be their downfall. That's why they're so worried right now. Because they're about to go to prison, okay? Because they've been lying. They've been trying to create an illusion here about some sort of a job. So it makes me feel like it's yours, okay? Well, not yours, but I feel like they've been doing shady business here with some sort of an occupation. And they've been trying to make you the scapegoat, okay? They've been trying to frame you for some sort of job or some sort of occupation or something like that. And these two working together, they did something with money, sending money, possibly. And then they tried to cover that up. And whatever that is, that's now being exposed. Okay. Yeah. They are so scared right now. Look at that. These people are so terrified right now. They're freaking out. They're very worried, very anxious, paranoid about some sort of communication that they're receiving or communication that's coming out. Okay. Information that's coming to light. They thought they were smart, huh? The Ace of Cups, about some sort of a new beginning in love or some sort of nice gesture or somebody giving to someone or, okay, a gift. What is that? Oh, they lied. They lied. They tried to lie their way out of something here. They tried to lie their way out of something here. This King of Wands and this King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And it's not going to work. Look at that. And their lie is no longer going to work. It's not going to stand. Everybody's going to see it very clearly, okay, what they did here and what they did to try and cover it up. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to go get my crime cards really quick, and then we're going to see if we can find out some more, okay? Okay, why is the Four of Wands in reverse here? Prosty. So they were trying to frame you as a SEX worker. A false statement, okay? So they made a false statement that you're into some sort of SEX work. Canada and UK. Yeah, it has something to do with someone being an employee. Okay. An employee. Somebody made a false statement that you were an employee and that you were a prosty. Okay. And this has to do with a marriage and medical records. Marriage and medical records, okay. Or they did this with a married couple. Mole or informant, or it's just the letter M, okay? So somebody's name with the letter M. Work with a truck driver. And this has to do with a transfer. With a transfer. So, okay, so it has something to do with you being someone's employee. Or the person that's accusing you of this, at some point you might have been this person's employee. And maybe that's why they're trying to get revenge and trying to frame you as a prosty in some sort of way. Something to do with a truck driver, maybe, that they were working together with. Someone's name could have the letter M or K. They made a false statement here. Okay, so why is someone in despair about the authorities now? Because of a will. Because of somebody being subpoenaed. L, laced. Oh, laced OD. Laced overdose. AL, and a subpoena, will. Or they forged a will. Maybe they faked a will. Maybe they faked your will. They wrote a fake testament in the case of your death. OD, overdose, laced, or maybe you wrote your will and you gave everything to someone here. AL, you put maybe this person in your will as the person that would get everything in the case of your death. Subpoena. J. I feel like these letters have something to do with someone's will, okay? Your will, in case you die. Wire. Secret wire. Secret society and wire. A secret wire. ID card. Chronic illness. This has to do with a secret wire and someone that's chronically ill. ID card. Medical records. Something about your medical card. A chronic illness. This is why they're in despair right now, because they might have been planning your overdose here by lacing something. Okay. Hacking. You're protected by angels. You're protected by angels by a betrayal here. G. From somebody hacking something. Maybe somebody hacked your will. I don't know if you have a picture of your will or you took a picture of your will. Maybe you sent it to someone here. Yes. But you're protected from this betrayal. You have it in your possession. So even if they try and manipulate your will or fake your will, you have your will in possession, in your possession. So how are they in possession? Computer or laptop, inheritance. Or they know that you are now in possession of your inheritance, or your inheritance, you're going to be in possession of it because of your will. Oh, wait a minute. The Four of Wands. Okay, so look. Someone here, you might be getting an inheritance, or you've already started getting your inheritance, or it's coming in the future. You might have written your will to a specific person. Your will might have been hacked if you took a picture of it, if you sent it to people. Or that's just how they know. Maybe someone here knows that you have your inheritance, or you're going to get your inheritance because they saw your will. And that's why you're protected by angels from this betrayal. Because even if they were to do something to you, you already have a will. And whoever this person is, they would not be able to touch it. So if the King of Cups in reverse or the King of Wands, these two people here want your inheritance, or they are trying to get rid of you to get their hands on something here, possibly a property, they might have seen through some sort of hacking that they're not getting shit anyways because you already have a will, okay? Could be that. Maybe that's why they're in despair. They're corrupt. Case files. Why do I feel like they wrote a will, a fake will, and then like gave it to the courts? Because if you write a will, a testament or testimony, you can, give it to the judge, or you can give it to the courthouse, and they'll keep it on file in case something happens to you. If there is a will that is in the system that you don't know about because you didn't write it, it's corrupt. You didn't write this will. This is not your will. You didn't write this. Then this is forgery. Somebody might have forged a will. And now you have a real will that you wrote because you're in possession of an inheritance, or you're going to be in possession of an inheritance, okay, in the next, who knows, decades or whatever. Now they're seeing that you have the will. You put someone down for the will who would get it in the case of your death. And there's a corrupt, I feel like it's a corrupt will in the case files. Oh, so that's what this Four of Wands home thing is about. Neighbor. This has to do with a neighbor. Someone's neighbor. Okay, so if you have a neighbor that works for the court system, or someone in your community that works for the court system, maybe they put a fake will into the system. Or this has to do with a neighbor and R. It's a RICO case and opioids, or RO. A neighbor R. RO. Okay. Something here was stolen. Oh, RO. RO stole something. Stole what? Something in the case of your death. In case of your death. It says caseworker, but it's case death. In the case of your death. Somebody forged a will, man. In the case of your death, a will. Something was stolen here. I don't know if something was stolen from your mailbox or stolen from the courts, or somebody faked a will, man, and put it in the system. And I feel like that's how they were going to steal the inheritance, or steal your, whatever, your assets or something. A protective order. The same way they put a protective order, the same way they got a protective order into the court system is the same way they got a will, a fake forged will into the court system that you did not write. Someone here is putting legal documents into the system and pretending that it's your documents, but it's not. R. Again, R. Or it could even be that somebody is sending things to your home, your mailbox, and then stealing them out before you get them, and then doing something with them. PayPal. Solar PP. So are you trying to tell us here that there's a fake, forged, fabricated will in the legal system that collective did not write, that did not leave behind in the case of collective's death? Eviction. This has to do with eviction, you losing a home, you losing a property. H, a home. This has to do with a home. What would happen to a home in the case of your death? Something here is fake. This will is forged. If you know 100% you never put a will, a dying will, into the court system, that thing is fucking fake. Okay? So they're freaking out about the fact that you might have actually written a real will. And if you did, you need to put it in the court system now. M. Because of M. Yes. If you have a will and you have an inheritance, or you're getting one, you need to write a will and you need to put it in the court system. Okay, you need to put it into the legal system so that in the case of your death, there's a signed and, notarized will of what you want, because someone here has faked it. Someone here has forged a will in your name, and it's to steal so that they can steal some sort of an inheritance or some sort of money. Cyber stalking, and there's real estate. Can't make it up. And this has to do with someone being an employee and cyber stalking. And this ties into someone being an employee and cyber stalking. Okay. Very interesting. So tell me about adjudication being here for this King of Wands. G. Someone here is going to be under judgment. Okay. G. R. GR. A protective order. GR. A protective order. Real estate. That's the message. Will at the bottom of the deck. There's somebody faked a will, man. Somebody has forged and fabricated a will so that they can get a real estate property in the case of your death. This information is so you can protect yourself. The motive. That's the motive. A certificate. It says birth certificate, but no, it's a certificate. It's a will. 100%. Scam. It's a restraining order scam. The same exact way they scammed something here with a restraining order or a protective order. I feel like it's legally that someone put it in the legal system, even though it's fake. The same way they did that is the same way they did something here with a will, or both of these things are a scam, both of them. Any fucking legal document with your forged signature on it, that's a scam. The will is also a scam. It's not real. It's not yours. Secret. Dirty official. There is a dirty official here helping these people do this. Talking about, oh, I was coerced. No, the fuck you did not. Or they're being coerced, or this dirty official is being blackmailed with their secrets. So other things that they have done in the past to help these criminals here get away with something. The dirty official is being coerced with their own secrets to also put a fake will into the system. Lawyer's office. Lawyer's office camera. This has something to do. There's a camera in the lawyer's office. There's a camera in a lawyer's office. There's a camera in the lawyer's office. What's on the camera? What do you mean there's a camera in the lawyer's office? What's on the camera? What's someone going to see, huh? Oh. Betrayal. Somebody's going to see some sort of betrayal. I feel like it might be a security camera in the office. Lawyer's office. L. Chronic illness. Betrayal here with a chronic illness. O-L. O-L. R-O-L. Betrayal. Camera. There's a camera in a lawyer's office. Did somebody put like a secret camera, like a spy camera in an office? Neighbor. Inheritance. That's how a neighbor knows about your inheritance? Or there's a neighbor that knows about an inheritance. A neighbor knows that someone is getting their inheritance. There's a camera in the lawyer's office. What? There's an employee here. An employee. There's an employee working with a neighbor that knows about an inheritance. Why is camera, office, and lawyer here? Because of Canada and UK. Yes. A dirty official put a camera in a lawyer's office? Oh. R. R-O. R-O. R-O-L. In possession. That's how that's why they're in possession of things that you're talking about. That's why they know that you're in possession of something, because of someone talking about it. They know that this is in your possession because someone was talking about it. A credit card. There's a camera. Lawyer's office. There's a camera in the office. That's how they know that you're in possession of something, because you're talking about something. Who is this message for? Who is this for? The Empress. The Seven of Wands. It's so that you defend yourself. If you're the Empress, this is for you to know you need to defend yourself, and you need to protect yourself. The Two of Wands, because somebody is listening to someone's moves or what someone is going to do next. They should not know your next moves. Do not tell them your next moves. This person needs to be outside. This person should not be able to know what you're going to do next. They should not be able to hear anything or find anything out. You have to block them out. You have to make sure they don't hear anything or see anything, so that they don't know about your next moves. Who's off? Who has the camera in the office? Who's that? Page of Cups. It's someone that came by. Eight of Cups. It has something to do with someone walking away. Has to do with someone being nice while someone was away. Somebody wanted to be nice while someone was away. What is this, like someone was on vacation, somebody wasn't in the office. Somebody wanted to do something nice for someone while someone was away. Huh? The Fool. The Six of Cups in reverse. Why are you... Okay, hold on. Why are you showing me camera, office, lawyer? Why are you showing me camera, office, lawyer? This has to do with someone's choices, or what you're planning, or what your next moves are, or the next move you're about to make. The Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. Listen to someone here needs to listen to your intuition about someone wanting to be nice. Somebody coming by to be nice. Or this might have happened in the past. Somebody stopped by the office to be nice. They wanted to be nice. Okay. Yeah, they wanted to be nice. Page of Cups. They came by and wanted to be nice. They came to someone's job. Eight of Pentacles. This has to do with a fight that broke out in the past with some sort of money. A fight broke out in the past about a lot of money, or someone's money, or some sort of stability. Somebody came to someone's job. There was a fight that broke out at someone's job. Somebody came by to be nice. Why is camera here with office and lawyer? The Fool. Someone here needs to do something. This is not... You will know who you are that this message is for. I don't know who you are, but like... Someone here needs to think about something very, very clearly. Someone needs to go within and think. Because somebody put an illusion in front of your eyes. Somebody manipulated you, maybe even to get into your office. Somebody could have manipulated you in order to get into your office. You need to think about this clearly, and there's something that you need to do, because somebody here knows your next moves after coming to your work and being nice. Being nice to you, wanting to do something nice to you. Five of Cups. The Lovers in reverse. This has to do with someone being sad about a breakup. Someone feeling sad about a breakup. The Hermit. Somebody, I feel like this is spyware. I feel like the Hermit is spyware. Who is it? Who was the person that planted some sort of spyware somewhere? Eight of Swords in reverse. It's someone that's trying to get themselves out of a trap by being nice. Knight of Cups, by wanting to be nice. But who is it? By coming to someone's work. Somebody wants to come to someone's work, where you work. Being nice. Wanting to be nice. The Strength in reverse. The Two of Wands. They're hearing about your next moves. They know your next moves. They're trying to figure out what you're about to do. They're trying to figure out your plan. But why won't you tell us who it is? Because whoever you are, you're gonna know who it is. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. A Virgo, the Hermit. It has to do with a breakup. Justice. It's the Law. Is there, wait a minute. Can you just give me a clear confirmation? Is there some sort of spyware that's been planted, or a mic, or a camera, a secret camera? Or a mic that's been planted in a lawyer's office? Page of Cups. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. This has to do with something not being over. Somebody doesn't want something to be over because they don't want to lose a bunch of money. Somebody doesn't want to lose a lot of money. They don't want something to be over. They don't want their reputation to be ruined. They don't want you to see something clearly here, or they don't want to be exposed. A Queen of Cups, being nice. This person is working together with others. So are you saying it's a Queen of Cups that went to a lawyer's office and planted some sort of like a secret camera or a secret microphone? Yes. Six of Wands is my yes card. So it's a Queen of Cups that planted something at a lawyer's office. This has to do with someone being this has to do with someone feeling restless, feeling uneasy, feeling heartbroken, not wanting something to end. Somebody knowing, this is how somebody knows about someone's heartbreak, not wanting something to be over. Where the fuck is the secret microphone? Where is it? Where's the secret camera, the secret microphone? This has to do with a group of people working together that feel like they can't get out of something here. They feel very burdened. So they took a risk here. Someone here needs to protect themselves, or so that they know how they can protect themselves, because they don't want something to end. King of Pentacles, Temperance. King of Pentacles. Is it a lawyer's office, or whose office is it? It has to do with a Queen of Pentacles and a relationship. This has to do with someone having a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles. Or this has to do with a soulmate connection with a Queen of Pentacles. Who the fuck is the Queen of Pentacles now? Who are all these people? Who are these two people here? Actually, let me ask with these cards. Because now I'm like, damn, we just got out of this whole thing with these secret cameras, secret microphones. And here they go again. Tell me about camera, lawyer's office. This has to do with a divorce. A divorce. Two people not being married. A house. This has to do with a house. And a breakup. This has to do with a home and a breakup. And someone on the pathway. So maybe it's your home to get a great fortune from a main female. Somebody here is on the pathway to getting, or they want to be on the pathway to getting a great fortune from a main female, okay? Or this person. And this has to do with someone's home. This has to do with a house and a breakup. So is that where the microphone is, or the camera is? The camera. Why are you saying camera, lawyer's office, though? That's trippy as hell. Camera, throat chakra. Whoa. Camera, throat chakra. This has to do with something that someone said about a camera. W and O. Something that someone said. Government agency is in possession of something. Antibiotics fraud. Why is camera here again? Something on a camera. Something that someone said. F-O-W. A phone call. Something that someone said on the phone about a camera. Kidnapping. No. CC. This is for CC. Camera. CC. This is for C. Something that someone said, or there's... Okay, why are you saying CC now with a camera and what someone is talking about? Because something is disguised. A third party, South America, a third party that was wearing a disguise with a certificate that they got from the mailbox. Somebody wearing a disguise, a third party, brought a certificate that they got from the post box to the lawyer's office. Is this the will again? Fraud. Canada, betrayal. Cryptocurrency addiction. Cryptocurrency addiction. Someone is addicted to cryptocurrency, okay? No, CC again. Cartel. C. A. A. Wearing a disguise. A third party wore a disguise and brought something to the post box. Camera, lawyer's office, or maybe something can be seen just on the camera, like security cameras from a lawyer's office. Something can be seen about maybe someone wearing a disguise, bringing in, maybe dropping a fake will. Is that what happened? They dropped a fake will into maybe the post box of the government agency or the court system. Someone wearing a disguise, and it can be seen on a camera. There's receipts. There's receipts. Heart chakra. This has to do with a case with you. And something to do with murder and witchcraft. Okay. And a wiretap. or they saw that you sent a will to someone. You wrote a will, you sent it to someone. They saw that you were then in possession of the inheritance, or you were getting ready to have it in your possession. They stole a will. They forged a will. And then there's something here about someone wearing a disguise and bringing something to the post box. There's something that can be seen on the cameras of a lawyer's office. Okay. S. This has to do with someone pressing charges. And this has to do with someone needing security because they want to make your death look like an accidental death. They want to make your death look like an accidental death. Or this will, this fake will, ties into them trying to, you know, do something that makes it look like you had an accidental death. And then they thought that they had like a will in the legal system. But I feel like they did it now, like now that they know that you have a will, now that they know that you have the inheritance, now they might be planning something, okay, and trying to fake a will. And yeah, the phone, landlord, and this has something about the home, something about you getting a home or inheriting a home or something, a property, something that they saw on the phone. They saw it on the phone first, so that you must have texted someone, or you sent someone a picture of your will. Okay, maybe just in case, like, I don't know, like you sent it to the person that's going to be, I don't know, receiving, you know, your inheritance in case of your death. You're like, here, this is my will just in case something happens to me, right? So maybe they saw it on your phone because they may be hacked into your messages still, okay? A wiretap. Is that what this is? A passport, a warrant. Oh, WhatsApp. WhatsApp password. WhatsApp password. They have your passwords. Or something about your WhatsApp. West Coast. Blackmail. Selling. International bank account number, Google search. This has to do with an international bank account number and them selling something. Okay. Okay, so why is this King of Wands here feel like... Why is the Emperor here? Because of someone's choices. Because of someone's choices and an affair. Because of someone's choice and an affair. Warning. This is a warning. For the Emperor. Online business. This is a warning for the Emperor because this King of Wands and King of Cups in reverse were running an online business. That could be this Page of Pentacles. And they tried to cover up their entire operation here with some sort of an affair and something like that. WhatsApp, attack. I feel like warning. It's a warning. Something about WhatsApp maybe. This has to do with a cold case and health insurance. Or insurance. Maybe it's just insurance, or maybe it's life insurance. I don't know. A cold case. They're trying to attack you here. Yes. Or they're trying to attack your health because of it, because they want a case to run cold. Because there's an audit on them. They don't want to be audited. They want a case to run cold. They could be trying to attack your health. And they're getting support. They're being supported with this betrayal. They're being supported with the betrayal. And it has to do with a mailbox. It has to do with a mail, with whatever's in the mailbox. Third party. It was a third party that threw it in there here. East Coast. Yeah, but you're protected by angels. Or somebody did this while someone was on the East Coast. They deposited something in the mailbox. Okay. And because they're planning your death and they want to make it look like an accidental death. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that there's a third party that dropped a will, or they dropped a letter into a post box, like the court system or the legal system. They deposited something in the post box. But there's a camera at the lawyer's office that will see the third party dropping something in the post box. And this has to do with the will that they got through a hacked phone. Game over for you. Mwaha. Right? Game over. All right. Why is this King of Wands heartbroken over here? Because this person is in a lot of trouble for tax evasion. Oh, that's why they don't want the audit, right? So they're trying to get away from the audit. They want a case to run cold because they're a serial tax evader, okay? Oh, because they're just, you know how the King of Wands does, just involved in a shit ton of tax evading crimes. Oh, you mean the shady accountant is involved in tax evasion crimes? No way. Who would have thought of that, right? Okay. Traveling. And this has to do with a breakup. Trying to lace something into someone's shit while someone is traveling because of a breakup. K. Trying to lace something into someone's shit while someone is traveling. K. Because of a breakup. This has to do with what they've been doing on the dark web. K. J. A. K. A. J. This has something to do with the will and the property and the inheritance and who something goes to when someone dies. So they're planning wait a minute. So you're telling me they're planning another attack? They're planning another, trying to lace something here into someone's food or drink while someone is away? Obsessed. A dirty official is claiming they were coerced. Manipulation. Video manipulation. Corrupt. Somebody has manipulated some sort of video because they're corrupt. Or did they steal? If there's like a video camera outside a lawyer's office or something to do with the lawyer's office, some sort of video has been manipulated. Somebody is stealing video manipulation because someone is corrupt. They're doing some sort of money laundering here. B. South America. What is this video manipulation? Help. Innocent. Somebody is helping them. There's an inside man. There is an inside man helping these people to make them look innocent. And what are they doing? Trying to make you look, Rico, trying to make you look like you're a prosty. They're trying to set you up to look like you're a prosty. It's a Rico case. Yeah, because it's dirty officials involved in this. Dirty lawyers, dirty officials, dirty police. And it has to do with a phone call and a certificate. And it has to do with a will, a certificate that they stole from someone's phone. That they stole from a phone texting app that you sent to someone. You must have sent in a document to someone, the person most likely that was going to inherit something. Okay? And somebody is manipulating some sort of video here to make them look innocent. Is it the video camera of like somebody dropping something in the post box or what? Help. Help. They're helping someone with a transfer. It has to do with what someone is wired, throat chakra. Somebody is listening to what someone is saying on a wire. Somebody's been bugged. Somebody's been bugged, man. And they're listening to what someone is saying here. Who's the person that's been bugged? A caseworker. Or in the case of your death, alone. Something about a loan. Something about a case. Somebody that's working a case about a loan and a death. So the caseworker, the caseworker that's investigating a loan and a death is speaking about things, throat chakra wire, and there's someone listening. No. No, never mind. Okay, no. Then what do you mean? Debt. No, debt. H. What do you mean no? What is this with throat chakra and wire? Somebody's listening to someone with a wire. Or you're not, no, okay, so I don't know who it's for. I feel like Spirit is just saying, no, I'm not telling you because something here is organized crime. But whoever you are, you might know. So, okay, so how is the person that's been bugged with a wire, that's speaking on certain things and someone else is listening, how is this person going to know that that message is for them? Okay? How is the person that's been bugged and someone is listening to them, how is that person going to know? Spirit, angels, Archangel Metatron. How is this person going to know that that message is for them? It's about an investigation. Whoever you are, you're going to know. You're going to know because somebody came to your work and was pretending to be nice. It's someone that came to your job and wanted to do something nice for you. They wanted to help you, or they offered to help you. Maybe someone just came to your job and offered to help you with your case. Because that's what I feel like it is. I feel like someone came and offered to help with the case, or they offered to help someone. That person put a fucking wire in your office, man. The Two of Wands. The Page of Swords. Yeah, they're listening. Somebody is gathering information about your next moves, or what you're planning to do, or what you're like working out. There's someone here that's gathering information. Okay. So wherever you are, you might work in law, and this is your angel message that someone has bugged you. Oh my God, I can't make it up. Yes, Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Yes. Okay. So I feel like Spirit's just not telling me who it is because that's for you to figure out, and you're probably going to know who that is anyways, okay? And you're going to know. Whoever you are, you're going to know who it was. Okay, so yeah, all right. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.